I just woke up not too long ago. Washed my face. I was waiting on it to dry. It looks kind of like it's dry now because it looked like it's kind of dull. But yeah. Um, I don't have much planned today. My dad's supposed to be coming over. Let's see. Yeah, he's supposed to be coming over. I guess it's just like say hey or whatever, to his mama. His girlfriend Thea, her mama's sick, so he'll be coming over to visit her too, and also to get his hair cut. So I'm not sure if he want to be filmed or anything. So I don't know. Probably sneak and do it. I don't know. But let's see. I might go for a walk today. I think I haven't, really done that. Not sure if I'll add cardio in it. I mean, I think that's kind of is cardio, I guess. But yeah, I'll go for a walk today. Do some good old walking. Get my steps in, I guess. I normally dance, so I may dance too. I'm not sure if it'll be caught on camera, but I guess I gotta get used to filming because I'm not really used to filming what I do in a day. Like that's not. I don't know if that's even the type of like channel I want to try to make. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable all the way with that. Maybe over time I will, but I think for right now I'm comfortable with this and maybe like filming, elsewhere. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I don't see it always as important, and that's another reason why I don't really vlog like that because it's kind of like I don't feel like there's anything special about my life. I don't feel like there's anything entertaining about it, let alone like something that people want to come and watch and see. Like people don't really have stuff going on. So me, I mean, 21 years old. I'm homeless, but basically living with my grandmother right now, my dad's mama. Um, I don't have a job right now. This is kind of like the job, I guess. Content creating. Um, Food is always normally supplied here. I got food stamps, so I can also supply some food too. Um, Very low on money. I got my dad to pay my phone bill yesterday. It was $48. Mm, I have basically, I guess, two rooms. This one is kind of just like, I don't know. I guess I kind of turned it into like a film room or whatever. I don't really have like this is kind of where I put most of my stuff at. So it's kind of like a storage room, film room, kind of. I just know this is the room without a bed right now. And the other room I sit in or I sleep in is like the guest room. So, I sleep in there. It's pretty comfortable. It's less bigger, and this one is bigger than the other one. I think I'm doing okay today. I mean, so far this morning mentally. Um, I'm hoping that me talking to myself on the camera or through the camera, um, I guess will kind of help me. Um, Maybe it will. I just think maybe posting what's on my mind often, maybe it could possibly help me. I don't know. Maybe. I'm hoping that it does. I was doing some dancing yesterday. I have been watching YouTube videos trying to find some simple dance moves. Now, I don't know if today is going to be the day that I put all of them together. As I tried to do yesterday, I kind of forgot the moves. But, I don't know. I guess we'll kind of have to see if, I'm ready to move on to the next step. I guess I would have to kind of show y'all what I mean. But, um, yeah, I did a lot of singing yesterday, singing along the songs and stuff. I want to try to get used to it. I want to try to get used to singing out loud more often, just because I be very nervous and very shy. And I know that if you're gonna get better at singing, you gotta keep it up. You gotta keep practicing. You gotta keep and I don't know. I felt good singing and dancing. Every now and then, I got very anxious and worried because some of the songs that I was listening to or singing along to, I'm very like aware a little more about the tongue, which you speak, So during that me singing, and I'm like, oh my god, like don't say that, like you just said that, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what if I get in a relationship and this happened, like it's like it's. I was literally getting anxious, and I was telling myself like, do not worry, and that joint will kill your joy at the same, because it's like I'm having fun, but it's like, oh, you just said that when you sung along to the song, so you this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen. It's like, oh my god, like I have to just shut up. But it's like then you won't enjoy yourself no more, because now you're just so aware of the tongue that you are afraid to sing along, or you're afraid to just say certain stuff, and it kind of has you in a moment where you like you're worried, and it's like the worrying ain't gonna help it. So I guess I do need to try to be more mindful of what I'm singing along to, because I don't want to curse myself just by singing along with certain songs. But my biggest thing is also just worrying. I need to just stop worrying. I need to stop worrying. I worry too much. I worry way too much. So yeah. How can I love myself today? I'm gonna try to love myself today by not worrying about things I can't control. I'm gonna try, really, really try. I'm gonna exercise. Um, I hope I'm eating right. Hopefully. Let's see. I'm gonna try not to burden myself in such a violent, crazy thoughts. I tend to have very either sexual, violent thoughts, or sometimes it's just argumentative. Like it's kind of like I'm always in some type of debate. As I'm arguing back and forth, I'm going off, cussing. You know what I'm saying? And I think like I just don't need to be that person. I don't need to argue. I need to learn that. I need to first of all learn to reserve my words, save your breath, and stop. You know what I'm saying? Trying to argue with fools. And third off, I think not every argument needs to be kind of just, not everything needs to be a debate. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't believe in what I believe in. I don't believe in what they believe in. So a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, I could find myself in a bit of a back and forth when I don't, believe in that. But at the same time, I don't want to be held accountable for just not saying anything at all. So sometimes if it feels, I think when it feels like it's becoming an argument, that's when I need to learn to just, don't say anything. But if we're just having a conversation, and it's sensitive conversation, especially when it comes to religion and beliefs, that's a sensitive topic, because you mess with somebody's belief here, or they're questioning yours, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, people can get very offended by that. But I think with me, I think I back down too quickly. Maybe sometimes it's to reserve my own emotions, or save my own troubles, or sometimes I just, sometimes I doubt that I know what I'm talking about. Because it's been times where I've been wrong. It's been times where somebody, questioned me about the scripture, or, and stuff. And I've spoken something that I was just very ignorant of at the time. So sometimes I don't want to be wrong again, so I just don't say anything. But, yeah, it's just been arguments like that, or sometimes I'll see a video, you know, like how them podcasters be talking, and they'll talk about relationships. This is what I think a woman should do. She's the nurturer. She's this, and that. So I think that's her play. And then they make it seem like anything outside of that is something wrong with her, you know. So then in my mind, I start a whole fantasy arguments pops up in my mind, and I'm like, okay, first of all, sir, because it's like I'm like I involve myself as if I was there to correct him and to go off on him and to say this and to say that and to just simply just go off. You know what I'm saying? I have my, you know, beliefs on relationships, and I have my thoughts on, you know, just relationship topics. Like it's just deep. And I just find myself in a whole argument in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the night, going off on people in my mind. And I'm like I'm trying to love myself to a point where it's like, you know, learn how to just not entertain those type of thoughts. I love you, Lavivica. And yeah, ooh, I need to put some of that hyaluronic acid on my sins. Excuse me. I did end up going for a walk and a slight jog as well. And then I also came across this grasshopper. So I just ended up taking a picture of it and a dead turtle. And then I came back inside and started watching Lecrae. Stupid ads. And then afterwards, well, I got me a strawberry shortcake popsicle. Oh, sorry, ice cream. And then I started coloring my coloring book. That's what it looks like so far. I'm not done with it yet, but I like it because it keeps my mind, you know, just in a calm state of flow and creativity. Kind of like childlike. I had picked up the habit of coloring again because I know I hadn't colored since I was like a kid. So it's like, you know, I have been kind of slowly picking up for the past few months, picking up on coloring. So remember I told y'all I was going to start doing my dances. Here we go, from the top. 5, okay, 6, so 7, I did. 8, so 1, I started doing my dances. Start with the step touch. 5. And y'all, when I tell you, I was just in there. I was killing it. I was, you know, I might have stumbled on 1 or 2 steps. We'll walk in one slow, and then we'll try with music. But man, y'all would have thought I was up there like 6, 7, 8. Go. You would have thought I was probably like up there like Beyonce or something. I was up there just 7, 8. Get it. Step 1, yeah. 2, 3, 4, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. Slide, slide, slide. Slide, good, bounce, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go, 1, 2, 3, 4, but yeah, y'all 5, get the gist. 6, 7, 8, go. And then I laid down, just chilling, thinking. I prayed a little bit. I thought about sex again. And I started to wonder, what type of video am I going to do today? And then I just kind of laid there thinking. I kind of like to sit in quietness sometimes because it's pretty calming. Then I thought to myself, it's been a couple hours since I read my Bible. So that's what I did.